What's going on, everyone? LA Sports back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Toronto Raptors. As could the Toronto Raptors be dangerous in the 2023 NBA playoffs? As tonight they get their quest started as they're set to host the Chicago Bulls, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and the Chicago Bulls. It's a tough team, but we've done pretty well against them this season. And whoever would win this game would have a shot at being the 8th seed, and they would go to Miami to take on Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and the Miami Heat. So the Raptors, in order to, get to Giannis and the Bucks, they would have to beat DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, arguably the top two players to ever play for this franchise. That's a pretty remarkable script, if you ask me. To go through DeMar and Kyle, and then take on the Bucks, who we've had success with in the past in the playoffs, and we'll see ultimately how that all goes. But it's going to definitely be a very exciting game tonight, and it's going to be an exciting road, to kind of see if we can get ourselves that 8th seed. That's the ultimate goal here for the Toronto Raptors, and we'll see if that is if that's possible. But could they be dangerous? I think they can. I think this is a team, that nobody really wants to play. Especially in the first round. Milwaukee does not want to see the Raptors. I can guarantee you that. The way Nick Nurse coaches against the Bucks, the way just the history that we have with them in the playoffs, it definitely is going to be a concern for the Milwaukee Bucks. And I think that they would much rather see Chicago, maybe even Miami, they've done well against in the past. So the Raptors could be dangerous. I think they're that team that no one really wants to play. They have guys that, if you stop one of them, they have someone else behind. They're not this eye-popping superstar, but they're very good and talented players, that can really take over a game. You look at Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, those guys could take over a game. We've seen OG Anunoby do it in the past. We've seen Gary Trent do it, Scotty Barnes. Jakob Poeltl is going to be huge, and it starts tonight against Nikola Vucevic. This is going to be a big-time game for the Raptors, and if they can win it on their home court, they're going to have a shot against the Heat, who they've done really well against this season. To try and get that 8th seed. The Heat did not look good last night, so I think the Raptors have a shot here to definitely get themselves or work themselves into that 8th seed, and then once you get there, you never know what could happen. But I definitely think that the Raptors could be dangerous. They could win a game. They're going to take it step by step, game by game, and that's the approach they take. They never no one ever underestimates them. The Raptors really believe in themselves as well. You look at last year against Philly, we went down 3-0, and they just never gave up. They kept going. They never quit, and that's the same Raptors team as it is this year. It's the same team that's going to continue to fight. They give it everything they've got, both ends of the floor. They're really good defensively, and they really wear out their opponent. So that's, in the playoffs, that's a recipe to success sometimes. And sometimes the better team doesn't always win. So I think if the Raptors are shooting the ball well in the way they should be, that could be a problem for opponents. It really could. If the Raptors have their game on in terms of a good shooting night, I don't think. They can't beat anybody. I don't think there's anybody they can't beat. So we'll ultimately see how it all plays out. It starts tonight at Scotiabank Arena in just a little bit under 45 minutes. It's going to be a very exciting game. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a big-time test for the Raptors. It's the most meaningful game that they've had this season, and that's the same to be said for the Chicago Bulls. But when the Raptors build, and the energy in there should be great. It'll be like a Game 7 in terms of the energy. It'll be a great game. The fans are looking forward to it. I think the Raptors are going to play up to the test, and I think it's going to be a very good game, and I think the Raptors are going to come out with the W against the Chicago Bulls, and then, like the Raptors always do, take things from there. It's one game at a time here right now, as it always is, especially in the playoffs. But guys, you guys let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on the Toronto Raptors. Could they be dangerous in the playoffs? Do you even think they'll get there? I think it's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be fascinating, exciting, and I can't wait for it to all get started at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Just wanted to get a quick, short video out talking about if they could be dangerous in the playoffs. I think they can. No one wants to play them. And you guys let me know good stuff down in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, we'll see you guys on the next video. And as always, let's go Raptors.